This is the sentence 7 structure. So in here we have subject and predicate as usual. Under subject we have the pronoun. We have a pronoun she. Coming to predicate, we have the verb fell. And if you remember from our previous lessons, fell is an intransitive verb. It is an intransitive verb, which means the word fell does not take object. Does not take object. Since the word fell does not take object, the next word that we have is preposition. Preposition, and the prepositional word is over. Over me. Why did I not write I here? Why should I say she fell over me? Why can't I say she fell over I? Because this is the subject and this is a preposition. After preposition, we do not get a subject noun. After preposition, we do not get a subject, we get an object. Okay, and if you have to write a pronoun after the word over, you can get a noun. For example, you can even say she fell over Arjun. So Arjun is a noun here. I can write like that. But I cannot write a pronoun which is a subject pronoun, and this is a subject pronoun. And this is not accepted. So I need to use the pronoun that is suitable for object, and that is me. If you remember from the table, for the subject pronoun I, the object will be me. So this is what I call a subject pronoun, and it is incorrect to use a subject pronoun here because a preposition either accepts a preposition accepts a noun or a noun phrase or a pronoun, but even here it specifically takes object. Now the question is, you all know what a noun is. A noun is a name given to either a place, person, thing or animal. But what is a noun phrase? So let us see what a noun phrase is. Now, how many of you know the meaning of the word phrase? The word phrase is nothing but a group of words. When we get a group of words together, but it is not a complete sentence, but just a group of words that makes sense. So that is when we call it a phrase. It is not a complete sentence, but still it makes some sense. So that is what we call a phrase. Now in this sentence, you can observe two noun phrases. This is noun phrase 1 and this is noun phrase 2. But what is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words made up of a noun and one or more words modifying or specifying it. So we all know that girl is a noun and the word poor is an adjective that modifies it or specifies it. So here this is adjective and the word the is definite article, and actually even articles fall under adjective. So this is one noun phrase, the word that has a noun as well as the words that specify it or modify it. So since these two words are specifying the word girl, now the means known, someone known. So here we are specifying, and also the word poor, we are using it to specify the condition of the girl. So these words when together form the noun phrase. Next, fell, and this is the verb. And over is a preposition, and after this preposition we have another noun phrase, which is the chair. And as mentioned earlier, a noun phrase is a combination of words which are noun as well as the words that modify the noun. So chair is a noun and the is a definite article. So this word is specifying or modifying this noun, and hence this is also a noun phrase. Now earlier we have seen preposition separate and then a noun phrase. Now we are seeing a prepositional phrase, and in a prepositional phrase we have a preposition followed by a noun phrase. So a prepositional phrase is a combination of a preposition as well as a noun phrase. If I take the same example as I have taken earlier, the poor girl fell over the chair. So here the chair is the noun phrase, whereas preposition is over. But when I join these together, this becomes a prepositional phrase. Try to write some sentences on using prepositional phrases. Try to write as many as possible. Many people get a doubt here. We know that the word kill is definitely a verb. We also know that the word smoke is also a verb. But in this case, these two words actually form a sentence. And here I am using the word smoking. So I have added ing to the word smoke. Now, if I use a continuous tense, then this is definitely a verb, smoking. But in this case, is this a verb or something else? Well, this particular word is a noun. And if it is a noun, then why did I use this ing form here? Is not ing form specific for a verb? Well, the fact is there are some words which have ing form and they are nouns. We call them gerund, where the noun is in the form of ing. For example, smoking, walking. These are some general words which are in the gerund form. So we see ing form here, but still they are nouns. Of course, depending on the sentence, they can become a verb. For example, in this particular sentence, smoking is a noun because this is the subject we are talking about. We are saying that this is the subject. But let us say, let us take another example where smoking is not a noun. So in this sentence, if you can see here, the word smoking is in the place of main verb. The word smoking is in the place of main verb because we know that this is auxiliary verb, or we can also call it helping verb. So smoking here is the main verb. So here is another sentence formation. This is a very simple sentence. So if you can see here, we have the subject Tony and we have a predicate in which we have a linking verb, and that linking verb is is. We have already seen this is earlier as well. We said that this is an auxiliary verb, and I have said that it is a form of be. and that is how it is an auxiliary verb. So in this case, this is called linking verb, wherein it is not describing any activity. In this case, it is not describing any activity. It is simply linking a noun with a descriptor. So whenever you have to describe someone's characteristics, or whenever you have to describe something about someone, to connect a person with a particular descriptor, we use this linking verb. Sometimes we may get more than one object in a sentence. If you can observe this example sentence here, we have more than one object. For example, here, Eve gave the apple. So Eve has given something, and this is verb. But what did she give? She gave the apple. So this is a direct object. Apple is a direct object here. But who did she give it to? She gave it to Adam. And this is what we call an indirect object. So sometimes in a sentence we may have more than one object. In this case, even this is a noun and this is also a noun. And what is an object? Object is generally a noun or a pronoun. So that is what we see here. Eve gave the apple to Adam. So it has two objects, object 1, object 2. And even this, writing sentences like this are absolutely correct.